with the city of Madison is investigating whether Visions nightclub will lose its liquor license.
News for Now's Amy Reed joins us from downtown Madison, where members have been discussing this issue all evening. Amy?
Members of a subcommittee from the Alcohol License Review Committee have finished for tonight. Now, tonight we heard from a supervisor with building inspection who talked about code and permitting violations he saw while out on an inspection. We also heard from police officers who have responded to incidents at Visions. You might remember that this whole hearing is based off a 56-page complaint the city attorney's office filed. Before the interviews started, the defense attorney representing Visions essentially asked for much of the complaint not to be considered. That's because it cited issues as far back as 2012, which is beyond the statute of limitations for city ordinance violations, among other concerns.
Going back farther and farther into the past, and every year back you go, those incidents become much and more impossible for the party defending those allegations to investigate.
While those two, the male and the biker, were kind of discussing this, another biker had come up from behind him and grabbed the male from behind in a bear hug, and then the main suspect had punched the victim, and then they took him to the ground, and then all the bikers, there were 6 total, started kicking him until he was unconscious.
So now we're back to the testimony. That was one of the police officers referencing a fight that he responded to in the last few years. The officer is one of a few detailing instances of violence that's happened at the club. The defense attorney did point out, though, that the Visions employees were not necessarily at fault for the fight that the officer was describing, and that's something that he's returning to as police describe what they've seen. The subcommittee is expected to pick this back up at their next meeting. That's not until late October, and we're not told exactly how long this process will take, but it could span over several meetings, and that could take a span of months.